You are here because you are interested in rewriting your soul's contracts. And I'm a master at rewriting soul contracts. And I want to tell you how you can break free from soul contracts that keep you bound to old identities, realities, stories, or identities, especially when it comes to relationships, whether that be your relationship to money, your relationship to another person. Those are the main things. So we are going to go through the entire process of rewriting a soul contract, and I'm going to explain the difference between understanding how to rewrite a soul contract, and also there are some things that you cannot rewrite. There are some things that are a part of your destiny, so I will go into those things as well. If you don't know me already, my name is Grace Moralia. What I specialize in is trauma and subconscious healing. What I help you do is get to the root of your inner wounds, blocks, and limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in whether they be cycles, realities, relationships, scarcity, whatever keeps you blocked in your life. I help you release and rewire those things on a subconscious level through private one-on-one coaching and in-person retreats in Sedona, Arizona. What we do in those coaching programs and in-person retreats is first identify the wounds that are blocking you, and then we use tools like coaching, hypnosis, parts work, energy healing. I also do channeling, so I'm able to see energies and can see directly into what is your highest reality choice and where your soul wants you to go. And then we will talk back and forth and really help you design a practical plan to get in alignment with that highest aspect of yourself. So that's what we do together. And then I teach you the tools that you can keep repeating to heal these old emotions, patterns, or wounds, and so that you're set up for the rest of your life and really learn to love yourself and be free and confident in who you are and what your purpose is. If this calls to you, if you're interested in this and you feel that resonance, you can reach out to my phone number below. Text me a little bit about your situation and what you are trying to work through. And then we will see through a no pressure conversation to see if it actually would align for you to move forward through coaching together or doing a private retreat. So definitely inviting you to do that if it feels right for you. Please like and subscribe if you like this energy and you support my channel. I appreciate everyone who supports me because I am showing up for you guys, and I really hope that this supports you. I've been noticing the lighting has been so weird these past few days when I made these videos. I'm just gonna say that it's the angels that are here trying to talk to us. So let's just go for it. So let's talk about rewriting soul contracts. This is a type of topic that is very in-depth and interesting. There's two things I want to start out with. There is the divine will and there is free will. There are things that you have signed up to experience that I think pauses are okay. There are things that you have signed up to experience that can be changed if they no longer serve you or if you no longer choose to play into the patterns anymore. The biggest connection point that we have to familiar patterns that don't support us or that just keep replaying in general are relationships. Relationships are mirrors of our core woundings. The relationships you had with your parents are your core woundings. They are the wounds that have carried with you through past lives and generational woundings that came from your parents and grandparents and great-grandparents. So when you are able to bring awareness to what your life is showing you, for example, let's say you find yourself in repetitive scarcity or, abandonment trauma or feeling unworthy or whatever it is that keeps showing up for you. Those patterns are core woundings that your soul wants to learn through this life. So see it from an observational lens of, oh, okay, these patterns that are showing up in my relationships or with my money or in my physical environment are trying to show, or my health, are trying to show me where I'm not free and I still need to learn. I still need to learn and absorb the lessons. Period. When you can see life through that lens, you take your power back from what's happening externally, you internalize that power and can make a new decision and choice. How do you want to choose to show up to your patterns? Do you want to continue to perpetuate them, or are you ready and willing to do the necessary inner work that it takes to break out of the patterns? Okay? Inner healing work is the way to personal freedom. When you know and understand what is blocking you and you have the right tools and strategies and space to clear those, then you are empowered. Then you know what to do and when to do it. Okay? If you don't know how to clear your patterns with the right tools, you're going to be lost and confused. So this is what we do in my coaching programs. We figure out exactly what is blocking you and talk through and work through on a deep energetic and subconscious level what's blocking you and rewrite that story for you so that you're able to evolve and come out of those realities. Until you do that clearing work, those patterns will show up. Whether soul contracts, okay, we're talking about soul contracts, but soul contracts are just indicators of patterns. I'm sorry about this lighting. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's kind of cool, but soul contracts are just patterns, okay? So basically, yeah, the relationships are the mirror of the pattern. They are the identifier of the pattern. So if you're able to see it, you can clear it. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna move on because I could keep going with that for a second. So if you understand that soul contracts are just patterns playing out, right? Then it's important for you to notice the emotional charge that is behind the patterns. If, for example, you keep getting into maybe an abusive relationship where you're attracting an avoidant partner, and they are making you feel abandoned because they're not meeting your emotional needs and you keep attracting this type of relationship. What is the emotional charge that it has you feeling? This is your lesson on a deeper level. The only reason why lessons replay themselves are to teach you something. So it's only replaying to continue teaching you something. So pause, look at the patterns, ask yourself, what are they trying to teach me about myself? And that's really the process, but we're going to get into a tangible way for you to do it. So number one, notice what keeps repeating in your life. Have you let go of the past? Are you still holding on to certain relationship dynamics? Do you feel disempowered in your life and relationships? What is holding you back from being your best self? Notice those patterns, okay? And then ask yourself, what do they make me feel? What are these perpetuating? What are these making me feel about myself? Okay? And then we're going through the soul contract removal process. If you do not want to continue repeating the same lessons, you need to clear the emotional charge around the lessons. Okay? So what are these things trying to teach you? On an emotional level, what are you needing to tend to break out of the patterns and cycles? We are going to go through a script now. So I need you to write this down somewhere in order for it to work. This is a very powerful process that I typically charge hundreds of dollars for, but I'm going to give it to you because I want to help you break out of soul contracts. So what you're doing is declaring to the universe and declaring to your soul that you are clearing specific patterns around relationships and patterns in general, whatever, cycles, okay? This is how we do it. Write down on a piece of paper. I am now rewriting my soul contract with the following patterns, relationships, and woundings. Okay? Replay that as much as you want because I'm going to keep talking. Then you do ... Then I want you to write down, I am releasing. And you are going to write down every pattern that you feel is blocking you right now on an emotional, physical, or spiritual level. What is blocking you? Then I want you to write down every relationship that has blocked you to this point. What do you feel like you're still holding on to? The idea is to write down everything that you feel like is repetitive and holding you back, or every relationship that is holding you back still has its grip on you, okay? So we're rewriting those scripts. Write down in as much detail all of the emotional charges that are related to these patterns and people in your life. Okay? Then, at the end, do it in as much fucking detail as you can. At the end, I want you to write, thank you, Spirit, and to my soul for completing these cycles and contracts now. I release these energies from all space, time, and dimensions, past, present, and future tense, including all parallel lifetimes. It is done. It is done. It is done. You write that 3 times, then you sign your name and date it at the bottom, and then you burn it. You burn it. You burn it with the intention that you are clearing the space, you are releasing the soul contracts. It is done. I am done. I am no longer playing these out. I am complete. Thank you. I'm done. It's complete. That is how you rewrite soul contracts. Now, it can be more in depth. There's a lot of energies that can be involved with that. You might have emotions surface. You might have beliefs surface. You might feel like shit hits the fan. This is things that we can go through in my coaching programs if you want to go in depth more about that, to heal and release those things, because that would break you out of the patterns. That is to be expected. So that's how you release soul contracts. Let me know if this was helpful. I hope it was. I love you. I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. If you're interested in working together, text me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.